That's how sharp they are right off the bat, y'all. I'm dripping all over the ground. Look at that, bleeding blood trail. Just got out of the truck. Had another flood yesterday. Not a major one, but a decent high water event. So I should be the first one on this creek. It's 9:30 in the morning. I think I'm the first person here. I'm gonna do some whining, some griping, some complaining, maybe find a point or something. That'd be cool too. I'm DW Verts. Not in a very good mood, but that's okay. Be right back. Oh, if y'all can see how pretty that thing is. Big old huge core. You know, they've knocked big old chunks off of it trying to make something. Just freaking gorgeous. I'd almost like take that thing home and work it over myself. It's kind of ugly in places for making points off of, but it's got some big old chunks drawn off of it over the years. That's some pretty stuff, y'all. I guess I might as well just dive into this. It's a really nice morning here. And I don't know if I expect to find anything. So we had some high water yesterday. It wasn't major, but it, of course, turned some rock over. So I got places here I haven't hunted this year even, but probably other people have, which is the whole point of my whining video. That very few people are watching anymore. That's on me too. But the whole thing comes down to this, y'all. I get followed on purpose. I get followed by accident. I follow everybody. Trespassers, whatever. There are places here that I hunt that are legal for other people to hunt if they approach it correctly. But since I started this channel, and I should have known this was going to happen, I'm on the World Wide Web. People are seeing where I'm at, and the locals are figuring it out. Including one couple all the way from Illinois, next state over, come in and figured out where I was at. It's exasperating. Several years ago, years back, when I first discovered the worldwide interweb and people rock hunting and stuff on, I got on it, archaeology.com. I'm sure it's still out there, their forum. And I started contributing because it was like-minded people. It was fun. Several things come together though. I was at an Arrowhead show, which I don't do that either. I didn't take anything to show anyway. I'm there looking at some pretty amazing stuff and some pretty weird stuff. And I talked to a guy, and he knew who I was. It took a while for him to admit that he knew who I was. No big deal. He never said nothing about that discussion for him. He just knew where I was from. He said one time we kind of hunt some of the same stuff, so I'm sure we do. Later that year, I found he was ghosting me. He used my name with one of my landowners. Landowner asked me, he said, hey, what's his name you're hunting with? I said, who? I said, you mean Bryant? No. I said, Robert, I don't hunt with nobody except Bryant. Oh, this guy said he was hunting with you. We figured out he was driving a little Toyota Celica. Put 2 and 4 together and got 12 and figured out who the guy was. It was the guy I'd talked to at the show. It took a while for me to catch up with him. I didn't catch up with him catching up with me, but I still found him one day. And anyway, he don't do that to me anymore as far as I know. It was ugly, but the guy was using my name to get on my properties. Come on, y'all. So that was before I put videos on YouTube where everybody can see, and I talk too much about where I'm at. I'm in central frickin' Missouri. And I've got a lot of life outside of artifact hunting. I don't have the time to take it as serious as I did even when I started this channel a few years ago. And it's hurt the channel, but I said I got tired of making it into work. I have other things I like to do. I'm a fisherman first and foremost. This used to be my way to relax. And I took it too serious for years. Or whatever, too serious is probably a stupid way to put it. But several other things happen. Now I've got thousands of acres I can hunt points on. And plenty of places more I probably can get permission on. because I believe in the permission thing. Most folks don't. That man, that Robert I was talking about, the landowner, he died. Several of my landowners have died recently, and there's going to be more follow suit. People are getting old. And not that I still can't hunt their properties, but sometimes the joy in being on a place is the landowners. I've got some great friends over the years, and I've lost several of them here lately. And that's just me talking trash because I'm an old guy, and that death thing, it's not a big deal. But more and more people, you know, die the older you get. But the pressure on these places, it's amazing. A couple from Illinois, ran into them last fall. Nice folks. Ran into them in one of my creeks. I went arrowhead hunting. I hunted for 15 minutes. And the gal hollers out to her husband. She goes, "Hey, here's the guy off YouTube." They was thrilled to meet me. They were really, really, really nice folks. And she had a real nice bullnose ad she'd found that morning. She said, "You know, I never would have picked this up before I saw your channel. I would never have known." Guys, they were 3/4 mile through dry land property, hunting a corner of a field and part of a creek that they had no permission to be on in the world, but they knew who I was, knew where I was hunting, and it was just free for them. They just, here we go. Illinois people, maybe, I don't know. I couldn't say nothing to them. They're really nice. She didn't ask my autograph, but she thought about it. Nice folks. Kind of explains why I don't find as many tools anymore. I've done a job on this channel trying to educate folks that it ain't all about points or arrowheads. It's about everything. And she was proud of that. She was glad of it. I'm glad for her. Early this spring, when the weather was still cool, it's good arrowhead digging weather. And I went to a spot I'd already dug on previously. I hadn't been there since way before the YouTube channel. I thought, I'm gonna go up there. It'd be real easy getting there. It's 48 degrees, nice day. I'll move some dirt and see if I can find something. Maybe make a YouTube video. It'd been dug on. Somebody moved a couple, 3 yards of dirt out of there since a couple, 3 years I'd been there. Again, this is a mile off the road. This is private property. Nothing to do with the YouTube channel, I don't think, but somebody'd been in there digging on my spot. Ain't nothing sacred. They didn't have permission. I checked with landowner. Nobody's supposed to be in there. You know, it kind of tells on you guys. It does me anyway. Too old for this kind of nonsense. This past winter was the first time in my life I was trapping some creek bottoms that I did not do any artifact hunting to. I mean, I looked as I went. I looked as I walked along. Can't help that. But I didn't stop, take any time to look for arrowheads. How's that for sad? I'm in the creek bottoms, wintertime, nobody around, and all I'm doing is concentrating on catching some critters and not thinking at all about artifacts. That's a mindset that you're not going to find very many pieces if you don't be looking. Like that piece right there. Nice flake. Just a spall, not a worked piece, but still. Well, as always, it's kind of worked down the side where they may have used it to scrape something or work on something. Scraper. We've proved that's not true either, but it's nice spall. Real deal. Maybe getting closer. Still fun, y'all. I don't think it ain't. Some time back, I had a bunch of arrowheads stolen from my yard. Not because of YouTube at all. It happened before then, but I discovered it after I started my YouTube channel. I took a lot of wind out of my sails. I'm pretty sure I know who did it. And if it was them, one of them's in prison now because that's the way people are. Of course, it caused me a lot of issues. A bunch of stuff I had numbered because I used to number things, especially when I had it dug up. And they threw them out. They've been found on creeks all around here. At least 3 places those arrowheads have been found now. A couple of them brought back to me. Mostly people keep them. That's fine. This theirs. They found them. But that rock garden where all them points was, my wife finally went in this year and finished cleaning it up. I couldn't do it. It just made me mad. My first axe, my first 3/4 groove axe I ever found was in that rock garden. I didn't have a number on it, so they kept it. I sold it at some pawn shop somewhere. See, I didn't realize it for a while that the points are disappearing out of it. Ton of tools and cool pieces left in there, but still, it's hard to take, y'all. But nothing to do with YouTube, it's just life. Thieving bastards, it's just the way things go. I did have people tell me I should have had them in my yard. What kind of ridiculous thing? What's the point of having something if you can't look at it from time to time? Yeah, I should have noticed it faster. But that one's on me, that's talking, and I said, that's on me for talking too much. And here I am talking to the whole world about arrowhead hunting. I hold nothing back, try to give everything away, all my secrets, whatever. Burnt wood up there, somebody had a campfire. This is a landlocked creek. You have to cross private property to get here, but look at that, somebody's had a fire up there. See what I'm talking about? That stuff just kind of gets to me, y'all. I know I'm whining, but whatever. It's my video. Do what the hell I want. Oh. Kind of a nice worked piece. I don't know if it was ever anything. It's all worked down that side. Got a kill shot. But I think it's just a spall that was worked off another piece that never made anything. Still, it's a worked piece. I talked about how I can nap points. Haven't napped in a long time, so I thought, you know, I'm gonna work on that big chunk I found a while ago and get some spalls off to try to make some points out of it. And that's how sharp they are right off the bat, y'all. I'm dripping all over the ground. Look at that, bleeding blood trail. That's how sharp those things are. Try to make me some points for fun. How strange is that? They brought split firewood in here to have a little bitty fire. It wasn't much. Didn't even have a fire for very long. How's that for weird? So obviously, somebody's been here hunting points lately. That's the only reason people come down here. Smoke their dope, do their math, whatever. I'll tell you, I found a dozen nice pieces and some points this year when I didn't have the camera with me. Doing other things I do, hunting, fishing, whatever. That's how worried I've been about making videos. Now what happens here is this. YouTube has quit recognizing me as a good content creator. For them, that means no ad revenue, which is how they pay us also, of course. No ad revenue. So they've quit supporting me, my algorithm, which is fine. I knew that when I quit doing videos regular. I knew that was gonna happen. So what's the answer to that y'all would have any care about? Well, here's my feelings. Isn't that pretty? Been coming here for a long time. It changes, but still the same. The only way I'm gonna do regular YouTube arrowhead and artifact hunting videos is if I decide to find a place to dig. I've talked about it for 3 or 4 years now. I've got places to dig. But I'd like to do a fresh dig, a fresh spot, and they're everywhere. They're right here where I'm at right now. There's places I can be digging. I got permission. But digging is a ton of work and it takes a ton of time with sometimes some really great results, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I hear it. No arrowheads left. They've all been found. Bull squat. Bull spit. That's my word. There's a billion artifacts out there that have never been found, never going to be found, because they're still underground. That's where the bulk of stuff is. The bulk of stuff's not in these creeks or plowed fields. That was just a very little bit of the skim off the top. Digging is the answer. Legal, with permission, where it's legal by state and federal law to dig. Some people think that's not cool digging. Why not? It's awesome. I'm not digging burial mounds. I'm digging, well, there's some cool mounds up here, but not burial mounds. I need to get my act together, but again, time is everything. And to do a dig right, and I've only done a couple really right in my life, you have to plan ahead, you have to set it up, and you have to stay with it. that will be the future for me in doing any videos, because it's the last great adventure. I gotta think about it. And I'm not gonna do it summertime and digging. It's 85 degrees. I'm sweating down here in this creek bottom, no breeze. No, I'm not gonna do it summertime. I don't want to get ate up by tigers and chiggers and all kinds of critters. Then deer season gets in the way. I dug last, September, whatever. I dug for 5 minutes and found a piece last year. Never went back. And that whole ridge top is full. A 1/4 mile long stretch there. I did a video on it. Every time you get in the ground, you pull up pieces, debitage, and points. And here I am. I guess I don't need the money too bad, because YouTube still pays me a little bit, but not enough folks watch this channel anymore. My bass fishing channel is going pretty good, but I don't have it monetized. And my original channel, my original Dale Verse channel, I've tried to switch over to a fitness channel. How's that? Is that laughable? An old man trying to get in shape channel. I did one video so far and nobody's watched it. I'll put links to those channels in the description, because some of y'all like it. Some of y'all been with me all along. Thomas, I appreciate you, buddy. I really do. But it is what it is. I had a nice little run as a successful YouTube arrowhead hunting channel, and I've let it get away. So there's a truck 75 yards that way. I'm gonna hunt back up through there with that wood there. People been there. The high water went up to just about in here, so it didn't change anything from last time I was here. That's my excuse. Unless I find something. Goodbye, y'all. I'm just stating the facts the way it is. God bless. Good luck with your all's artifact hunting. We'll talk to you later. Hopefully not too much later. As a side note to me cutting myself, where that there, I also got a little cut right there. And can you see those two in the palm of my hand? Man, that chert is dangerous stuff. No wonder ancient man used it to kill things and work. Look at that. That's just carrying the stuff out. I got to be more careful.